Welcome back to integration. In this situation, we'll talk about negative powers using the power rule. We'll take a look at four examples, the first of which is the following. In this case, we can write the integrand as a power of x to the negative 2. And according to the power rule, we simply add 1 to the exponent. So if you take negative 2 and add 1, you get negative 1, and you divide by that as per the power rule. But of course, we still have that 2, that constant on the outside. Don't forget your constant of integration, so put the plus c. I'll work sideways here to keep it nice and compact on the screen. We have a negative, we have a fraction, and we have an x on the bottom. Now don't forget this 2 here. I can just put the 2 over here, and nice and compact solution there, negative 2 over x plus c. In this next example, we have another situation where we can write the integrand as a power function. That is, we could write x to the negative 3 in the integrand. What is negative 3 plus 1? Well, that gives us the antiderivative as x to the negative 2 over negative 2. Don't forget your constant c. Let's take a moment here and just write the answer with positive exponents and with no negatives in the denominator. So I notice here we have 7 and 2 with negative signs. Those negatives cancel, giving us 7 over 2. Well, what about the x squared? It has to go on the bottom. So let's just extend that fraction and put an x squared below. And don't forget your c. I almost wrote the x there. That was kind of funny. Moving on to the next example, we have a famous one. Okay, this one's dangerous. Remember that when you have 1 over x, that's a famous situation. That is the exception to the power rule where we have the logarithm. In this case, we would have the natural logarithm of x plus c. Remember here, this is ln x. I'm just writing it cursively because it's a habit of mine to do that. Let's just write it both ways, just in case you're not comfortable with how I wrote it. One final question to wrap this up. Let's do a little bit of review. You could pause the video, try this one on your own, or you can just follow along and have some popcorn. Here we go. Negative 3, that's x to the negative 5. Now, what is negative 5 plus 1? Negative 4. But whatever you have as your new exponent, you divide by that value as well. Don't forget the c. And now we're just off to the races in terms of finishing this video. I'll put a 3 here. I'll put a 4 there because these negatives cross out. And then next to the negative 4 can be brought down to the denominator as x to the 4. Perhaps let's just move the 3 over a bit for aesthetic reasons. Don't forget your c. And have a nice day.